You have been an MP for the last 6 years. Now you're entitled to a retirement. Before that, you were a provincial MP. In other words, the majority of your career has been at the expense of taxpayers, but you chose to boycott conservatives and right-leaning media such as ours, and you supported Justin Trudeau's bill that aimed to censor the internet. So why do you think that it's ethically acceptable to marginalize conservatives and refuse to treat them with respect? Answer: I do not answer questions from Rebel News because it's an organization that spreads disinformation, so I'm not going to answer your question, but I will take the time to say that what's key in this election for me is this question of who's going to fight for you and who's going to defend what's important for you. Healthcare, for instance, who's going to defend the interests of everyday Canadians and not just CEOs. And we have major companies who are scamming people. Question: you are banned from the Indian territory for your policies, but here in Canada you support censorship and words that you think are unacceptable, especially through censorship online, and you actually refuse to answer questions from journalists with whom you do not agree, as you have just done. So you should be punished in one way or another, is the impression that leaves. So how are you different than people who would put you in prison? Answer: that is another example of why I do not answer questions from Rebel News, because you are spreading disinformation, and your question is an example of this.
Oh, what a funny guy. He's such a funny guy.
You're just joking.